Hey, it's Scott with Mulberry Woodworking here. I've had some requests to kind of go through the Packouts and explain a little bit of what we carry just every day. You know, mostly we're doing cabinet installation. So we've got this big house we're working on. And so we're really geared up and specialized just for that. So we've got the Packouts here, and just go through them quickly, and hopefully that's a help just to show what our daily tools are. So top of the tray here, we've got some micro pins, some 90-degree brackets, and some extra vinyl bumps, extra shelf pins, some various types of drywall anchors, extra pencil lead, extra pencils, stuff like that. And then below that, we've got our primary fastener bin. So we like to use the SPAC screws and GRKs. So we've got 1.25 inch, 2 inch, 2.5 of the SPACs, and 2 inch, 2.5 inch of the GRK trim heads. And then in the GRK cabinet screws, we've got 1.25 inch, 2 and 2.5. and 3 1/8, and some blue Tapcons, some drywall anchors here in the middle. So that's pretty much the top. It's nice to have this on the top, and we have a rule: never put anything on top of the Packouts, or else it just gets really annoying. We violate that rule often, but it's an important rule we try to follow. Mostly layout tools here, so tapes, chalk line, scribe, speed square. I usually have my combination square in here too. A couple stud finders, tape measure, glue in the top, and a little bit of a grab bag of everything. But we got some pry bar tools, some drywall tools, little flush cut saw, scraping tools, various types of pliers, tin snips, some diagonal, some vice grips, just a little bit of everything in there. Some alignments for cutting off screws to length for hardware, and then some various drilling type things and screwdrivers, electrical testers, nail punches, little torpedo, angle finding gauge, long extension driver. Use that once in a while. Hard to reach spaces, we've got that in there. So just a little grab bag of everything, utility knife, but that's a real handy drawer. And then the bottom, we've got our touch-up, various Minwax putties, and then we have some stain pens, just a lot of the common stain colors we're seeing. Extra bits, and then my daily pouch they use for everyday installs. Just a full set of various sizes of drill bits, and then I should probably go through this and throw some away, but just a lot of backups and maybe some things we don't have for every day. We use this guy once in a while, like a little countersink bit, various drill bits of different kinds, a Craig drill bit in there, backups for our hardware, 5mm hardware drilling jig, a couple of step bits if we're doing something like we do some appliances on occasion if we need that for electrical. And then down below that we have our Bessie clamps and what we call the gentle persuader, just our little S-wing deadhead mallet, non-mooring. And below that is a couple of micro pinners and a multi-tool. And we stacked these all. This is not my original idea, but Insider Carpentry built these. We used some 1/2 inch Baltic birch and some wheels on the bottom. And now we can just slide our dolly into there, our 2-wheel dolly, and get through the mud and get up and down stairs really pretty well with that. So works out. This one, we have some 18 gauge brads, some short hinge screws, and just a few short screws of various kinds. This one's still kind of a work in progress on that one. Over here we've got our power planer. We use that all the time for scribing. We call it Harley. We have names for a lot of our tools. And then just battery storage, a few extra little jigs and fixtures, and the thingamajig tool. We use that all the time too for scribing. Below that, drill storage. Some backup multi-tool blades. Found these on Amazon. These are like 50 bucks for a 100 pack. These guys are awesome. They last just as long as anything in the store, so good deal. Oh, and you can customize them with some tin snips and make them what you need to. So that's kind of nice. Just a few rasps and files, hammer, and down here we've got hole saws and our laser level. Now, these are always a work in progress. We do change things. These look nothing like what they did when I first got them. So we're constantly moving things around inside of them and reorganizing. But overall, I've been super happy with them. Great example is when I set these cabinets over here. I had my little rolling stool right here, bucket of shims, just 5-gallon bucket. I had one pack out here, another pack out here, and I had access through the drawers to everything I needed and was able to get this completed and turned out really well. So just to have all those tools really handy in these Packouts has been a huge game changer for us. But, you know, if I did this video in 6 months, things are gonna be moved around in different drawers, might have a different configuration. But like I say, it's work in progress, but it works extremely well and saves us dozens of trips to the van. So hope that's a help to you. Thanks.